Hey guys, look who stopped by. It's Mama's little bug. It's Mama's little bug. Hey guys, welcome back to our channel. This is baby boy Emanuel. This is the first time that he has been on this channel, and yeah, so here he is. Hi Mama's bug. He's like really fascinated with like the lights and everything that's going on, so don't mind him. Hi baby. Hi, baby. Can you smile for the people? Look. Can you smile? Can you smile? Can you smile, Mama's bug? Yeah. Oh, you're drooling. You're drooling. Oh, you're drooling. What's good with you, man? You're on YouTube camera and you're out here drooling. I haven't got your bib. Anyway, back to this. So I'm gonna tell you guys a little bit about our labor and delivery. Honestly, it was a very, very regular labor delivery kind of thing. I don't think anything was really difficult. The only part, hi, you looking at Mama? The only part that was difficult about it was just a couple of moments where I was just very, very, very much in pain. So on August 7th was supposed to be our original due date, but Emmanuel had other plans and he was like, no way, I'm staying right in here. And so he actually came out on August 12th. So it was, hold up, let me just look back here. Yeah, so it was August 11th. I had a checkup at the doctor, just a regular checkup because one, I was already past due, so they were going to induce me on the 14th, which was a Tuesday, which is actually 1 week after he was supposed to be born. But Emmanuel decided, no, I'm just gonna put mommy's, what was that? My blood pressure was through the roof. And when I went in for my consultation with my doctor, he was just like, no, 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 no. We totally have to induce you right now because, you don't want to complicate anything. He is a very healthy baby, but we don't want, you to have to face any turmoil because he's still in there. Maybe he'll not get enough oxygen and all that stuff. So they started the induction at 5 p.m. on Saturday, and they put something called a Cervidil, and so that was supposed to soften my cervix and just open it right up. But yeah, so I didn't feel any pain. I legit was just in a hospital all night long with my husband and my mom, because we had to call our parents. It was 11 a.m. by the way, when I went into the hospital. And so my parents were at church, Samuel's parents were at church, and we called them and we told them, hey guys, so this is happening today. They're going to start the induction, and so get ready. Your grandson is coming. They were very excited, very emotional, both sides, they were so stoked. And my mom was just like, okay, well, I'm gonna come down and be with you guys in the delivery room now. So she actually came with us to the delivery room, and she was there. We were all waiting, and my mom, because I was super hungry, I went into the consultation without eating, and they were like, okay, well, you can't eat anything until it's done, just in case we have to give you an emergency C-section. We don't want there to be any food in your stomach, but I believe in God, and I was like, there's no way I'm getting a C-section, so I'ma eat up. And yeah, that was a dub. My mom came in with a whole bunch of food, and when the nurse said I couldn't eat, she legit restricted me from eating. But I was just like, you know what, I want to eat. So Samuel ate all the food that my mom bought, and I told him to just go get me a chicken noodle soup with a little half of a sandwich from Wawa. But my mom was just like, no, you shouldn't do that. And I was just like, well, I'm gonna do it anyway because I'm about to have this baby and I don't need nothing stopping me from eating because I need all the energy that I can possibly get. So I did, definitely. My husband went, against my mother's orders. He went and he bought me food and I ate it. And let me tell you guys, I was in the bathroom pooping the whole night. Everything was just being flushed from my system. I had to go pee like every 5 seconds. And so yeah, so that's what I did for literally I would say 12 hours, just about 12 hours. And then at 11 o'clock the next morning, I started to contract. The contractions were like not painful at all. Like I was legit just chilling in the hospital room. I think I was so anxious, more than anything. And so I was just there like having these contractions and taking it like a boss. And then at 2 p.m. is when my water actually broke. And I actually threw up twice, and I don't even know why, but my stomach was completely empty. I was peeing all night, I was peeing all morning, and then after my water broke, I was just in the bed because it was just a lot going on with my body, and so everything was just happening all at once. 6 o'clock came, and the doctor, I was telling her, my nurse, I was like, hey, you know, I'm feeling very, very, very like hard pressure down there, and so I'm gonna need you guys to just get my child out. And they were just like, oh well, no, like you're not dilated yet. And I was like, okay, well, can you just call in the doctor and just check if I am? So she called in the doctor. She did not want to call in the doctor, but she called in the doctor anyway, and he checked, and he was like, no, you're still 7, so there's nothing we can do. I was like, okay. Not even 10 minutes later, I was like, I need you guys to come in here and get my baby out, because I honestly feel like he is right there. So my doctor checked again, and he was like, you're 10 centimeters dilated. We need to get you up on the strap things, and we need to, you know, we need you to push. But mind you, the whole time, I completely forgot this, the nurse just kept coming in telling me to get epidural, because she's like, you're not going to take the pain, you're not going to take the pain, you should get epidural because you're like the 5th woman who is in labor today, and all the other ones said that they weren't gonna, you know, they weren't gonna need the epidural, and they ended up asking for it when it was too late, but we still administered it, so I just want you to take the epidural. Guys, this went on from about 6 o'clock in the morning on Sunday to 12 o'clock in the afternoon, and I was just there like, I don't want the epidural, I got this. And surely God got this, because you know, everything went well. Emanuel took a total of 20 minutes of pushing, and he came into this world. It was such an amazing moment for both Samuel, myself, and my mom, who got to experience it with us. And yeah, so it was just beautiful. And so he came at 6:26, I believe it was, and 6:26 p.m. on Sunday, August 12th. And the doctor, you seeing yourself? You like how you look? My son is conceited. Anyway, so the doctor, he wanted to make sure my blood pressure went down, because it was in the 180s when I went into like on my consultation on Saturday, and then on Sunday after I had Emanuel, it was at 174. So he was just like, yeah, no. So before we actually let you go see your family, and you know, for them to hang out with the baby and everything, we're gonna need to make sure your blood pressure comes down to like a normal range. Even if it's in the 130s, we'll still let you go down, but we can't do that if it's still very, very high. So we waited literally 4 hours before it went down. And then when it went down, you know, they took me down, and actually when I was in the room after everybody left, because everyone left around 1 o'clock in the morning, it actually went back up to about 150 something, but it came back down shortly after. And that was our first night with baby Emanuel, and it was just such a great night. Guys, he is such a great baby. He doesn't cry like most babies do nowadays. He's actually very calm. He's talkative, you know, he asks for what he wants. And yeah, so that is our baby tag. Emanuel was born 7 pounds 14 ounces, and he was 21 inches when he was born. He is currently 26.5 inches, and he is 4 months. And when we went to the doctor, he was 17.8 pounds. Little baby. And he's just growing, and he looks just like his dad. Like, look at this face. Isn't this little Sammy? Like, I just feel so betrayed. I tell Emanuel, because I'm like, guy, I carried you, you know, and I'm home with you all the time and everything, and you came out looking like your dad. 9 months I carried you. Look at this. But anyway, so on to the mommy and me tag. I was 24. I'm 24, yeah. So I was 24 when I had Emanuel. The hardest thing about being pregnant for 9 months is many people were telling me this, and I honestly, I didn't, it's not that I didn't believe it, I just didn't feel what they were talking about, but it was just breathing. The hardest thing for me was breathing, and I couldn't sing. So for singers, you know that singing is all about your breathing, and for me it was hard to breathe, so I couldn't sing for 9 months, and that really took a toll on me because I love to sing. But other than that, it was, yeah, breathing. When I was in the hospital and Emanuel was actually like legit born and out, I took the deepest breath because let me tell you guys, you're gonna hear this everywhere and you're not gonna believe it, but it is very true. Once you have your baby and you take that first breath, you're just gonna be like, never again. But then after a couple months, you're gonna be like, all right, well, now I want a baby again. But I'm telling you, I don't want a baby again. I just feel like if I get pregnant right now, it's not gonna be fair to Emanuel. I want to enjoy him and spoil him and just, you know, love, all the love to him. And yeah, so I don't want a baby yet. So I'm not at that stage yet, but I'm just at this stage where I can breathe. So yeah. Yeah, I totally would. If I could have, I would have definitely just stayed home and waited for my water to break. I would have, you know, wanted to have a home birth instead. For the next child, I probably will just have a home birth because it's very annoying just being in the hospital and, you know, them not allowing you to do certain stuff. And, you know, like, it's my body. I know what I need to be able to push my baby out. I get it. You've been studying medicine, like, you've been studying medicine all your life, but come on, right, Papa? You know, Mama. So yeah, I totally would have done it differently if I could get the chance. I can't complain. God, he is so good. Like, I can't complain. The hardest thing is just sometimes I get no sleep. He hasn't been colicky or anything, but lately he's just hasn't been able to pass gas, and he's been like waking up. Well, he was waking up every hour and a half during the night, but we've got him some gripe water, and my boy has been farting up a storm during the night, so now he's sleeping all the way through it. And yeah, that was the hardest thing about being a mom, because other than that, he's just the best child. The most rewarding thing about being a mom is just that he is so loving. You know, sometimes he like grabs my face and he just like sucks on my cheeks, and I know that's his way of showing me love and affection. And I think just his smile, you know, and watching him grow and watching him, you know, learn how to do things has been the best. And so yeah, that's the best thing about being a mom. Um, that he loves taking a bath. I don't know if that's a habit. I don't know if that's a habit. But he loves taking a bath. Like, that's his fave. Like, when we give him baths, man, this little boy, he starts swimming and getting all excited and happy. So that's my favorite part. I don't know if it is, but that is my favorite part. Patience. Having a child has taught me so much patience, and definitely has taught me how to love and share love, because Emmanuel, like, he is a doll and everyone loves him. And so when we are in like anywhere where there's a lot of people, they just steal him from me. And so yeah, it has been very, you know, I have had to learn how to be patient, especially with him, because there's certain things that he doesn't know how to do yet. There's certain things that he's mastering. And so it's not going to be from one day to the next. It literally has been taking months for him to get to where he is. So patience is what has been happening right now. No. I honestly thought that right now I would just be focusing on finishing up my bachelor's and getting my master's, but hey, I'm young, I'm hot. And I'm Emanuel's mom, so you know what? I don't care. I didn't think I would, but I am very happy that we are parents. So yeah, that's super awesome for me. So physically, that's a dub because he came out like his dad. Personality wise, yeah, he is. This is my child. Like, I know that by his looks, a lot of people say that we have the same lips, same nose. I believe the nose. Yeah, so he's just eating up his hand. He's been teething. Lips, I can see it from time to time. I can see it, right? You can see it. I can see it sometimes, and yeah. So I would just say his personality. He is me. Like, he plays people out left and right. He is sarcastic. He is always laughing, always joyful. So yeah, he came out like his mama. Yeah. So I think that is it for our mommy and me tag. If you guys have any questions, definitely be sure to comment down below and I will answer them for you. And yeah, so have a blessed new year, guys. We are gonna come into this new year ferocious, right? We're gonna come in there ferocious. Yeah, we're gonna come in there ferocious with that smile. All right, guys, so bye. Say bye. Say bye. Say bye. It's so cute.